If this is a crime, then during the winter, all European ladies will have to be deprived of their rights when they wrap their heads with scarves. Certainly, it is food for thought that whether it is such a crime to wear this 1 meter cloth and whether wearing it renders a woman worthy of being deprived of her basic human rights. Is this a definition of modern democratic governments that claim to safeguard the rights of its people? Is this the way to bring together people of different nations? Is this the way to foster love and affection amongst people? Most certainly, every just-minded person will oppose this, because these things will make the walls of hatred ever higher and destroy the peace of the world. Currently, the minarets of mosques have also become a major issue, in particular in Switzerland. I said recently at the 50th anniversary of one of our mosques in Germany that if we suppose for 1 second that conspiracies are being hatched in mosques, then will bringing down the minarets stop such conspiracies? Firstly, not every mosque can have such objection raised against it. I said in Germany with certainty, and I say it here as well, that not a single allegation can be proved against Ahmadi mosques in any part of the world that they are spreading the message of hatred or rebellion. If you really want to make such an allegation, and if you really want to make the allegation of destroying the peace, then wherever the conspiracy can be found, remove it from the map. Indeed, if you become aware of any conspiracies being hatched in any mosque or other place of worship, then it is the responsibility of the government to take immediate action. However, to make it a general rule that Muslims always hatch conspiracies in places of worship will sow the seed of hatred. Politicians in some countries make such statements as a means of cheap publicity. In Switzerland, it is only our mosque, the Ahmadiyya mosque, that has a high minaret. And so, in newspaper, its picture is printed and it is referred to as a symbol of peace and security. Certainly, not all politicians are alike. There are some politicians who make it clear to even their party leaders that they are not in favor of such religious compulsion. These days, the world is passing through a financial crisis. It is said that the recession has ended, that we have passed through the worst, and that now we are emerging from it to recovery. But the public is still affected, jobs are still being lost, the purchasing power is still as affected as it was before. These are matters for governments, and major steps must be taken. Rather than making choices based on personal preferences, will a woman wearing or not wearing a veil affect the economy of the country or the world? Will the wearing of or not wearing of a veil or having or not having a minaret affect the moral value of a country, or will it lead to a recognition of the Creator? Will the wearing or not wearing of a veil or having or not having minaret improve or harm the peace of the world? If it does, then I will be the first to accept it, because Islam teaches that you should be willing to sacrifice something small for the greater good. But no, all these actions are strengthening the foundations of hatred. For God's sake, in order to remove this hatred within your own circles, please act with justice, act with equality, and respect the feelings of others so that the peace can be restored, as has been said by so many guest speakers, almost, not almost, but all the guest speakers. Amongst us tonight, Eric Avebury, Lord Eric Avebury is present, whom I gave Ahmadiyya Peace Award just now. I consider him to be extremely honorable because he has always been a stalwart and at the forefront of upholding human rights. May God enable him to continue this work further, because upholding human rights is the guarantor of world peace. Likewise, there are a lot of other distinguished guests, like Tom Cox, who was also a guest speaker, an old friend of the community, Justin Greening, our MP for Putney, Laura Moffat, MP for Crawley, Stephen Hammond, MP for Wimbledon, Siobhan MacDonald, MP for Mitcham and Morden. May they continue to work for the cause of developing peace in society, as they have already spoken about it. It is my prayer that mankind understands the value of humanity and fulfills the rights owed to each other. Finally, I would like to once again thank all of you who have come here with good sentiments and graced this occasion with your presence and shown respect for fellow human beings. Thank you very much.
Happiness consists not in great wealth, but in few wants.
His Holiness, ladies and gentlemen, His Holiness will now lead us in silent prayer before the food. We pray by raising our hands, and you may join us in whichever way you are comfortable.
Silent prayer. Ameen.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਇਓ
ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਕਹੋ
ਯੂ ਕਾਲਡ
ਸਾਹਿਬ